first off, a lot of them are Australian. Yeah, not authors so much. Who are the great Australian writers? I haven't heard of too many. I love Chopper, but I don't think I would bother. I mean, I've never bothered to read one of his books. It's just like you like listen to him talk. I don't know. I mean, my own favorite from all over Celine. Celine. I write in the voice of Celine sometimes to annoy people and to amuse myself, just to prove exactly how well I get. And I don't get it completely because I don't read French. It'd be worth it for me to read French just so I could, go and get it, from the source. I had cocaine for breakfast, so if I have a lapse, you have to bear with me. And I had more than that too. I won't go into details, but it was good. I mean, Henry Miller, who was like Saline Light, he was still good. And Bukowski. I like the. But I'm more. Even like when I was young, but especially now, I gravitate more towards the crime fiction writers, and they're the ones that I feel the most affection for. Charles Willeford, Jim Thompson, even James Elroy, Nazi douchebag that he is, but yeah, I mean, there are people that haven't really taken off, and maybe in the 70s and early 80s. If you've ever seen Miami Blues with Alec Baldwin and Jennifer Jason Leigh, then that's pure Charles Willeford. That's his humor, that's his sensibility, his attitude about people in the world and crime and love and all of that, and it's completely fucking depraved. I mean, just if you find it funny, there's something wrong with you, But that's when you're part of the club, It's like I get it, So, but it's like that classic film noir nihilism, And I talk to anybody that's like had any kind of drug issues and all the horrible shit they went through on drugs, and if they had to go to jail and what criminal stuff they had to do, and on their worst night, that's to me that's classic crime fiction, and most of those people that can tell you those stories, if it's far enough in the past, they can laugh about it, And what else are you gonna do with it? Laugh, I'm laughing about my cat being murdered. I turn it into a comedy. But
it's the best way.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be a too soon.
No, there shouldn't be. There shouldn't be.
Yeah. It's the best way to
The
do
first
it.
thing, like, I had my my cat in the back seat of the car. My girlfriend in her station wagon, driving us from the vet where they put him to sleep to a barren farmhouse, stretch of land in northern Maryland in the middle of the night, looking for some place to bury him. And the most grim scene that you could imagine. 14 years I'd had him, and he meant more to me than any relationship. He meant more to me than all my relationships put together. I could even almost say he meant more to me than my family, because my family doesn't, wake up. Doesn't wake me up every morning, filling me with awe and wonder and beauty, And it's like, no matter how depressed or hungover I am, it's like, that is fucking beautiful. I'm gonna get out of bed, make a cup of coffee, I'm gonna give him his tuna, go to work, everything's fine as long as he's fine. And there he is, fucking dead, looking. Cats are like people. When you die, you look like a retarded person. No matter how brilliant, and inventive you were in your life, when you die, you look like you never had a brain in your head. Your eyes are like sort of, glazed. Yeah, it's horrible. And that's funny too. Einstein looked like a fucking mongoloid when he probably died. Shakespeare probably looked like he was a half normal. But so what did I say about my cat in the back seat? She's driving us off in the night. It's very quiet. I'm like, well, it's time to crack a joke. And the car was stinking already from, the flatulence. His body was already swelling up. And it's like, God damn, Hank, what the fuck have you been eating? What's much of a joke, but it was an attempt to introduce humor to the situation, Of course, I started crying like a baby afterwards. But